Welcome to the Meditation Realm, Planeswalkers. I'm Caleb, your guide to these blind eternities, and in today's video, we're going to be opening up a set booster from Lord of the Rings. This was one of my prizes that I got from over the weekend playing in the pre-releases. I'll have another video coming up of some of the other prizes that I got, but this is the prize that I got for getting first place on Friday night. This was at Disc Heroes, and I highly recommend you go there and play anytime you can. They got some of the best prizes of any card shop I ever go to, local in this area. Highly recommend them. Not sponsored by them at all, but again, it's a really great shop. I highly recommend going and playing every time you can. They do a lot of variety of different tournaments. Alright, and we are going to get started on checking out the variety of sweet cards that we're going to get in here. And part of the best things, too, with these is that you still get a box topper. Definitely a great way to help make out the value there. These set boosters, I always tell people that there's a lot of value to be had in the set boosters. Ooh, it's kind of odd. Shouldn't that be up all the way? How many packs are we supposed to have in a game in the set booster? Am I off on packs? I hope I'm not off on packs. Where does it say the set amount? Maybe they're shoved off awkwardly. Anyways, we'll open up these up, see what we get. I'll take a count at the end, make sure I didn't get a awkward box. Great thing about recording it on video is you'll know. Alright, Planeswalkers, let's see what goodies we can get in here. Set boosters have the lucky bonus of being able to get list cards, and list cards can get a lot of value. As you've seen on this channel, we end up with some goodies. Alright, so with these packs, what's going to be the best way to open them? Alright. So, I'm kind of curious too with the scene cards of how many, like the arts, if there's scene arts, they're going to be worth much money. Are the packs in reverse here? So we got the foil at the front, and then the rare, and then our uncommons. Apparently, all of those Nazgul, that uncommon, are going for like $10. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then, yeah, we got our art card. Does it say scene on the back if it's one scene one? Doesn't say if it is or is not. There's only 81 art cards. But I wonder if all these art cards match up to make scenes as well. So we got that, land and commons. Alright. Forge New is a great card. It's going to be one for Modern and Commander for sure. Those Hammer Time decks are definitely going to be able to cheat out some more stuff quickly. Alright, on to the next pack here. We got our token, foil, and then we got an Aomer for the rare. And then common, in that scene art. And then uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. Alright. Nothing too fancy here. And then the lands again. Our card. Eagle Dude. Looks like King of Eagle Dudes. And then on to the next pack here. Ooh, we got a side Sam on this one. And then we got the ring for our token. We got a foil rare, Elven Chorus. And then we got a mythic. We got Mount Doom. This is going to be a great land for Commander. I highly picking one up if you play black-red decks. Very strong. Got a scene card. And then a couple uncommons. And then... ooh, got quite a few uncommons. Then the rest of the set. Foil basic land. And then, yeah, we got Sam from the Commander deck. Looks almost like a kid. But, halflings. Supposed to look a little bit like kids, right? I found it funny that they called them halflings instead of hobbits for the creature type. I was told by some people that it was a licensing purpose. Although they refer to them as hobbits in some of the lore on the cards, the flavor text. So you would think that they'd be able to use it if they can use it there, too. So foil common. Our rare is War of the Last Alliance. This is going to be a good one for Commander. 2 tutors on a white card, and then you gain double strike to all your creatures. Ring tempts you. Ring tempting you is a powerful effect when you build around it. Got our uncommons here. Reprieve is going to be a great one for white and Modern and Commander. It's a remand. Return target spell to its owner's hand. Draw a card. I absolutely see it play. And then, alright, so there are all our commons. Land... art token. Alright, on to the next pack. Let's see if we can... ooh, I put my uncommons over in the wrong spot. See if we can get any other goodies here. One mythic so far. Not sure what exactly the pull rates are for these boosters. Ooh, we got a foil scene rare, or showcase, whatever they're referring it to, for the Minas Tirith. These legendary lands, this whole cycle is really great. And then we've got a Press the Enemy. A couple commons and uncommons. Alright, and then that's it. Sweet. Again, I think the real hits are the Nazguls for the uncommons. All versions of them seem to be going north of 10. I don't know if anything else is really going for very expensive beyond those. Time will always tell, because usually it ends up being that there's one or two cards that sometimes break out somewhere, but doesn't usually carry it. We got a Mayans of Moria for a rare, another one of those legendary lands. And alright, no Nazgul uncommon. Our art card was a Kraken. Here they've got another sweet art card. Ooh, so we got our first list card, a Brightstone Ritual. Not a great one, but... Ooh, nice! We got a foil Nazgul. This is probably worth something. Definitely going to have to set that one aside with the foil rares, because it's basically a rare. It's worth more than half the rares. Faramir for our actual rare. And then uncommon, uncommons. Lots of uncommons. Alright, no more Nazgul, but still foil Nazgul, that's cool. I'm definitely happy to get those. I see a lot of people wanting to pick up, be thematic and play all 9 and play the 9 different art versions to look unique. And they're very strong, too. There's a lot of other wraiths, too, that you can play with them to help trigger those effects. We got Balrog, Durin's Bane for the rare. And, alright. Mirkwood Bats is another one of those commons for Commander that's going to make a lot of waves. It is very strong. I highly recommend picking it up for your token decks. It synergizes so well with treasures especially, but food and clues. You create them, you sack them, your opponents lose life. Very strong. Alright, got a foil common. Smeagol, the helpful guide for a rare. And go through the uncommons real quick. No Nazgul. That's basically all we care about, is getting that Nazgul. And then we're on to the next pack here. Let me know in the comments, Planeswalkers, if you got to play in any pre-releases. They were a lot of fun. I quite enjoyed them. This set is kind of interesting with no Planeswalkers and not too many real haymakers. We got Galadriel of Lothlorien for a rare. It's not quite the same limited environment as some others, where it's usually pretty bomb heavy, and then people win off of one or two big creatures. The ring tempts you, and some of the other smaller creatures throughout the different colors really made it where it felt like you had to build up small armies to kind of get there. It wasn't just swinging specifically on one or two dudes. Granted, there were some bombs that would definitely take you there. You open up, the Sauron that can't be, it's got Ward, sack legendary, target him. This is a mythic card. It's a pretty good sweet pool for Commander. Not one I recommend playing in Limited, but we have Last March of the Ents. Pretty sweet card. Definitely going to be playing that in Commander. And then we got our uncommons here. Any Nazgul? Alright, no Nazgul. And then we're moving on to the next pack. I played mostly black-white throughout the weekend, because that's just how my packs ended up rolling. And the removals seem to be mostly, as always, in black. And then white gets a lot of those fog, or, not fog, pacifism type effects. Just make it so that they can't do much. It creates a lot of humans, too. I can't tell you how much work Horn of Gondor did for me over the weekend. It was incredible. We got a Gloin, Dwarf Emissary for the rare. Ooh, we got a Mythic in the showcase. We got Shadow of the Enemy. And then we have... Alright, doing our quick check of uncommons. On to the next pack. The scene card, or art card, was Aragorn from the Commander deck. King of Gondor. Surprised they didn't do the one that's actually from the set. But I guess, suppose show what happens after the armies of humanity have won and Mordor has been defeated. So it seems like a lot of this is kind of post the war as well, beginning, during, after. Ooh, forgive me. Our rare here is Pippin, Guard of the Citadel. Uncommons here. Not any Nazgul. And the Nazgul have been really rare to find, too. I have not opened up many. If you keep checking out videos and see what we post, but my luck has... they are very rare to find. So it's definitely... Their value, I seem to think, is warranted. Which is crazy for a uncommon to be worth more than a good chunk of the rares. We got another list card. We got Sprout Swarm. And then we got a foil common. Minas Tirith for a rare. And then we got Sting in the showcase for a second rare. Nice. Ooh, we got a Ring Wraith. We got a third rare. Finally a pack with multiple rares. Ring Wraith isn't that strong, but again, another one of those Wraith Tribal cards. And, alright. Would have been great to add one more Nazgul there. Be perfect. Those guys are going to add a lot of value for those uncommons when people open them. When you draft in limited environments, definitely pick them up if people pass them, because you're making your money back on at least one of those, if not two of the packs that you're buying. We got a game plan. This is for our list card. Interesting. Assist. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into the library, then draws 7 cards, exiles game plan. Okay. Oh, God, it's been so long since I've seen that. I didn't even recognize it. We have a foil common. Flowering of the White Tree, one of the best anthems that we've seen in a very long time. And then do a quick run through our uncommons. No Nazgul. We are on to the next pack. We're a little under halfway there, almost to the halfway mark with these packs. These set boosters, you know, it seems like the real rare that has value has been the Bowmasters, so that's kind of like the main hit. Everything else is, for the most part, rare-wise, been staying under $10. Several of the Mythics have a good chunk of value. We have Shagrat, Loot Bearer for a rare. And then Nazgul check. No Nazgul. And it's surprising how rare those Nazgul are, which, yeah, if you open up some during your pre-release, you might want to double check. Alright, token, foil uncommon. We got a Mythic, we got Shadow of the Enemy, and we got a rare, Mines of Moria, Assault on Osgoliath. So we got 3 rares in that pack, that's good. Always good to get multiple rares. And foil basic, normal version. Ooh, we did get a signed art card in the back here. Who's this? This is Pippin, Guard of the Citadel. And I think this is in his rings showcase art. A lot of those showcase arts are beautiful too. I'm hoping to get a few more. Again, if I can't get them, I'm going to be definitely purchasing them here in the near future, because they are sweet. We got a Horn of the Mark for the rare, and a Frodo, Sauron's Bane, in his showcase rare. And then uncommons and commons. Alright. Next pack. The scene cards, I'm curious to see if getting a full set is going to inflate their value more than, you know, what the individual cards are worth. Because most of the actual cards into the scenes aren't worth a whole chunk. We got Frodo, Sauron's Bane for a rare. We got a Mythic from the Commander deck, Sam, Loyal Attendant. And then uncommons and commons. Alright. Hey, we've gotten a few Mythics so far. We're up to 5 Mythics and we're halfway through. That's pretty good for this. See what else we can luck out with here. We've got a foil uncommon. We got Radagast for a Mythic. Nice. Uncommons. Okay, so now we just got a chunk of uncommons. Large chunk of uncommons and then our commons. But hey, we got a Mythic. Keep piling up those. Not sure how much play he's going to see in Commander, but, you know, Legends generally tend to find a play somewhere. We got a list card here, a Griffin. Hey, if you wanted to build that Griffin Tribal, you got one more to add. Smeagol, Helpful Guide, and foil. And then Goldberry, River Daughter. 2 rares in there. And, alright, on to the next pack. It really seems like it's been quite a variety of cards. There are a lot of cards I still have not opened. I haven't opened up myself the 6-drop Sorin, the Dark Lord, or is it the Rule of the One Ring? Ooh, we got a Mythic in the list slot. We got Soul of Chandalar. Not quite as strong as it used to be in Commander, but the Soul used to be all powerhouses, kind of like the Titans were for a very long time. And then we've got a Doors of Durin for a rare. And, alright, on to the next few cards. Pretty scene card. That is a mountain. Yeah. Sometimes the art on some of these cards are so good, and you just don't get to appreciate them because it's put on a basic land that's, you know, sized down. You don't see it. Even some of the commons and uncommons that had some beautiful art in the last couple sets were terrible cards. Horn of Gondor. If they did cards by art for power, it would be... Yeah, you definitely know. It's like, oh yeah, that's a crappy looking card. It's going to be a crappy card. Probably what it ended up being like. Down to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs, Planeswalkers. Let's see how many more mythics we can pull out here. I'm hoping to open up a scene ring version of Sauron myself, because he looks pretty sweet. I do like the ring art for most of these. Scroll of Isildur for the first rare. Gimli Mournful Avengers for the second rare. We got a Mirkwood Bats for our token decks for Commander. Again, going to be a great card to put in so many decks. And then we're on to the next pack here. And we have Token Land Barad-dûr for our rare. Alright. And surprisingly, only one Nazgul pulled so far in this whole box. It is... Oops, dropping my backs here. It is surprising how rare they are. And I've opened up a couple booster boxes at this point. For FRODO. It looks pretty sweet in that ring. We got a Witch King of Angmar. We got ourselves another pretty sweet mythic. Dune Lanes of Brain. The Witch King did a lot of work in the limited environment. I highly recommend, if you're in black and can play it, you do, because it's so hard to deal with. And then when your opponents attack you, if you they try to destroy it, make you waste a card, so you tap it, and then go into swing, they're still losing to do at least one dude as they're doing damage to you. Ooh, we got a Mithril Coat. This is one of the debatably better Darksteel equipment. Why am I forgetting the name? Darksteel Shield? Gosh. I don't play it enough. I need to play it more. But I'm going to be playing Mithril Coat more because now it's got flash and comes in and auto-equips. Oh, it's going to be so good. Darksteel Plate. That's the name. Alright, we're down to our last 3 here. Let's see what our last 3 goodies can give us. We got a Lost Isle Calling for the rare. And... Alright. On to the next pack here. Maybe we can get one more foil Nazgul and another sweet mythic to round things out. That'd be pretty good. I'd be happy with that. We got Isildur's Fateful Strike. Pretty good card, in my opinion. It's not, overwhelming if your opponents aren't drawing a lot of cards. But being able to destroy a creature and then make them exile their hand down to 4 cards if they're playing like a heavy blue deck, drawing a ton of cards, will do a great chunk of work. Beautiful art on an uncommon card. You're going to see some play, but just, beautiful artwork. And then, down to the last pack here. Let's see what goodies we can get here. And then we got a box topper to open. Ooh, we got a mythic to parade out. We got the Praetor's Council. That's sweet. Put Mithril Coat in the wrong spot. And then we have an Elrond, Master of Healing. Hey, we did get another Nazgul. It's not foil, but that's a good value. It's basically another rare. And then, I was like, could we get a second one? That'd be sweet. But no, that's pretty sweet. Good chunk of rares. We got pretty lucky. Or, not. We got a couple mythics in the list slot, but none of them are super value. Got a couple Commander cards. I mean, all these are going to see play in Commander. I'm pretty positive. However, he might not see much play more. Very little play. But a lot of cards from this whole set are going to see play in Commander. Some of them are modern niches, but we'll see where the rest of that ends up on. Let's see what we can get in our booster here. Ancient Tombs, the real money maker to get. I think Core Haven's another good one for some. Not Core Haven, Caracas. And we got a Mouth of Ronan. Yeah, I think this is the dud of them all. One of the uncommon ones. But, man, it does look really sweet. Thank you for joining me, Planeswalkers. Always glad to have you here. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will look forward to seeing you here on the next video.